So, what were some things that you thought were cool about first grade that you would share? Well, Max got chosen because the teacher thinks that he would share about things that were really about caring and learning. So that is why Mr. Keene chose Max. But Max is afraid. And we know when we are afraid that God talks about he will be with us. And I know when I was younger, I did not like to be on stage, especially when I went to college. And I had to teach my friends. When I had to act like I was a teacher when I was in college, but I didn't get to teach first graders, I had to teach adults. And that scared me. So I said that I remembered that God gave me a verse, and He said, I will hold your right hand. Don't be afraid. I'll be there holding your right hand. So I would imagine that God was standing right beside me holding my hand. And that would help me as I would give my speeches when I was in college. So I kind of understand what Max feels like. Do you? Do you understand what it would be like to be afraid to do something? Well, Max did not let that fear stop him. So I want you to read Max's big speech, and I want you to um, read his big speech, and I want you to be thinking about a time that you had to do something scary, and did you try it after you read Max's big speech? So I want you to read Max's big speech, and then on the next slide, I want you to go and tell me about a time that you did something scary and that you tried it. So tell me about that on the next slide. Where will you find Max's big speech? Don't forget, go on guided readers and you will do that, read that book. If it's difficult for you, go ahead and listen to it. We're going to be reading this book all week long. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about Max's character traits. So while you're even reading it today, you can go ahead and be thinking about what's Max's character traits like. We'll talk about that tomorrow.